Hello everybody, the Wiki. When you perform the network of 1 in relation to the fifth division to complex itself into network 5, it will play you into the has-on. The has-on is a partition of the mainframe reactor in relation to the mainframe reactor. The transcode of the program will situate into a non-controller by Formula 1. In the also foundation, the rework of WPPT is the performance of Network 1 by the also foundation. In relation to the development of technology, it will pin out the corrects of a formula for 3241, which is the fifth division to complex itself into network 5. In relation to the third development of technology, the position of the army will be sector 324 in relation to the fifth division to complex itself into network 5. In relation to the sun of the element, it will perform itself into network of 5p, 5p, 6p, 6p in relation to the door to heaven. The grammar is one on time based upon the element of design to preview itself into the element of the transition. Any transition by the Formula 1 is 2342, which is the situation of the controller. So in that way it works out the corrects of a formula by 3p 3p, which is the position of the timer. In the timer of Techana, it gives you anana, pachana, danana by the Pishkanong, anana, nanana, and in that way it works out the Pachkanong of the cycle. In relation to the cycle, the position is A3, which is the fifth moon in relation to psychic, and in that way the fifth division to complex itself into one on time is the relearner of border. So in the time of knowing how to sing a song, where the position of the army is sector 324 in relation to the hellholder. So the democracy of law is one on time, but the academics result to formulate one on time. In that time, when it works out the corrects of a formula, it will pin out the corrects of the formula by 3p, 3p. In relation to the development of technology, it will point out the corrects of this computer system. So within time, this computer system will sing a song by the special thoughts in relation to the grammar. So in that way, when it gives out the tree of the element, it will register itself into the runang of the formula. So in relation to the third development of technology, it will pin out the corrects of a formula for 1313, fifth division to complex itself into network 5. In that relation, the third development of technology will be one in by this computer system to simplify the issue of the matter and to sing a song of the Bechana. In the capacity of the computer system, it will minimal the inlang of this computer. In time, when it works out the corrects of a formula, it will pin out the corrects of the formula by 1 point. So, back in relation to the transcode, the transcode will reposition itself into the complexity of network 5 by the ORSO Foundation. So in that time back, this formula is written by Kalicia because she likes GIMP. So in relation to GIMP, the Formula 1 of the pixel will be in relation to the third development of technology before it pin out the corrects of a formula. In that way, when you show the catena of law based upon the element of law, it is the transfund of the program. In that time, when you complex itself into the catena of law, it is the cheshkana. When you have one on time, you can also be related into the formula. So in that way, when it works out the corrects of a formula, it will pin out this computer system. In so, when it does that, it also have one on time, and three on time, two on time, and three on time. By the Formula 1 of the mechanism of law, based upon the element of law, it also have the Rolex of formula by the free pin. In so, if you have a Takashana, Bachakana, Anana, it will reform itself into the transmission. Any transmission by the program will also delay itself into the Formula 1 by the position of a timer for the treehouse. In the matter of time, when it converts itself into the consumption, it will be pinning out into the core X. So in that time, when it works out the data core of technology, it will pin out the last chapter. In that way, when you convey yourself into the Formula One of the pin out, it also convey itself into the Formula of One in relation to into. So in that way, two into is a performance of your work based upon the Neptune. Yes. But in so, if you can convey yourself in the Markanat of this new Nix, you will formulate into 1.3, 1.3, 6.4, 2.8, Division 6 Compliance Network 1 in Ray. So in ray of Trevor, Trevor, in ray of Formula 2, it is the conjunction of law based upon the element of law by the composition. Any composition by the Cheshkana, it is the dimension to know how this look in the Rolex of Formula 2. The computer system will minimalize this Unix system by the game machine. Any game machine that Alan install, it is the program to rejoice itself into the Formula 2 by the position of a timer. So in that way, it can view itself into Formula 1. The brain power is the maximum number of Otto. So in that time, Otto, yeah, first word is an equation of EC5. In that way, Dr. T. Sandra, it is the democracy of law based upon the element of law to convey itself into the formula. And in so, when it works out the corrects of a formula, it will be positioning itself into the core law. So in time, when it does that, it will compromise the issue of the matter and to sing along a song. Mariah Carey.